Every nightmare begins with a whisper. You're listening to Once Upon a Mic, where true horror finds a voice. Today's story is about the thing in the smoke. There's something about a fire, the way it dances, the way it breathes, the way it listens. Camp Whispering Pines had always been a bit of a secret, tucked 23 miles off the main road, past dead trees and deer paths nobody used anymore. If you ask the locals, they'd say it closed down back in the 90s after a tragedy. But they won't say what kind, not outright. Just that you should find another place to roast marshmallows. But that didn't stop Ryan, Jess, Mike, and Lara from making the trip. College kids, you know the type, invincible until proven otherwise. And what's a haunted campground but an invitation for one last summer thrill? They pitched 2 tents near the fire pit, the one made of blackened stones that didn't quite match the forest look. Too old, too placed. Mike noticed it first. This thing looks like someone built it out of gravestones, Jess laughed. But Lara didn't. She was the sensitive one, always reading too much into things. They got the fire going by sundown. Hot dogs, beer, stories. You know how things go. And then it started. The smoke began to move differently, not up into the sky, not with the wind. No, it coiled, almost like it had a mind of its own. Ryan stared, squinting. You guys see that? At first it was subtle. Wisps of smoke curled into what looked like a mouth. Just for a second, then gone. Jess laughed it off, blaming the beer. Mike made a fart joke. Lara, though, she went quiet. I think it smiled at me, she said. They all laughed, nervous laughter. It's what people do when they don't believe themselves yet. But by the time the fire died down, the shapes in the smoke were impossible to ignore. Faces, twisting, gasping faces. They should have left right then, but the night had other plans. Around midnight, Lara screamed, "Who the hell is that?" Everyone turned. She was pointing beyond the fire into the darkness between the trees. No one else saw anything, but she swore that there was a man, or what looked like a man, tall, featureless, made of smoke, just watching. Mike grabbed a flashlight, playing the tough guy, but his hand was shaking. They checked. Nothing. No footprints, no movement, just woods and shadows and the soft hiss of the dying fire. And the smoke curling like fingers, reaching just a little farther now. They turned in, 2 tents, Ryan and Jess in one, Mike and Lara in another. At 2:15 a.m., Ryan woke up sweating. Jess was still asleep, breathing steadily, but he felt something off. The air smelled like burned hair. He peeked outside the tent. The fire was out, but the smoke was still rising. Thick, black, moving slow like syrup, and in it, a figure, standing right where the flames had been. No eyes, no mouth, just a shape. It turns its head toward him. Ryan fell back into the tent, yanking the zipper shut, as if that would help. He told himself it was a dream. Had to be. Sleep came eventually, but not peace. The next morning, Lara wouldn't come out of the tent. Mike said she was sick, feverish, mumbling in her sleep about mouths in the fire. They packed up early, real early, but when Ryan tried to start the car, the engine just clicked. The battery was fine, gas tank full, but it wouldn't start. It was almost like the woods didn't want them to leave. By late afternoon, the smoke came back, even without fire, just hanging in the air like mist. That night, no one slept. Lara's condition got worse. Her lips moved like she was whispering, but no sound came out. Her fingers were burned, not blistered, charred, as if she'd stuck them in a furnace. And Jess was next. She started laughing around 3 a.m. Not normal laughing, choking laughter, hysterical. It came in bursts like she couldn't breathe between fits. Mike tried to hold her down. That's when the tent filled with smoke. No fire, no flame, just that choking, living fog. Ryan grabbed Lara. She was burning up, skin red like hot coals, still whispering to nothing. They stumbled outside. The entire clearing was filled with it. The smoke rising from the cold pit, from the ground itself. Mike and Jess were gone. Not like ran into the woods gone. Gone like never existed. That's when Ryan saw it again. The figure standing in the heart of the smoke, mouth wide open now, stretching, hungry. The smoke poured from it, not into the air, but into Lara. She gasped. Her eyes rolled back. She went limp in Ryan's arms. He screamed. He ran. The woods bent the wrong way. Trees were where they weren't before. Trails that vanished mid-step. Behind him, whispers. Not in the air, in his head. Feed the fire. Feed the fire. Feed the fire. He doesn't remember falling, only waking. Dawn had come. The smoke was gone. The fire pit was cool, but Lara was still. He tried CPR, screamed, begged, but her lips were black. Her lungs had filled with smoke from nowhere. They found Ryan 3 days later, wandering the forest with a burnt log in his hands, talking about mouth in the fire, about friends who never existed. They never found Jess, never found Mike. And the Camp Whispering Pines? Still there, still quiet, still waiting. They say on cold nights, when the wind dies and the world holds its breath, you can still see it. The smoke, faces in it, some new, some old. And if you look too long, you might just see your own. If you survived this tale, subscribe for more true horror stories shared every week. Have a nightmare of your own? Drop it in the comments, and you might just hear your fear come to life. Once upon